everyone, it's Maryan, and today I'm going to be talking about why I chose my university major / program and kind of some tips or a little discussion on how other people choose their majors and why you should choose your major or how you should choose it and how you know that it's right for you. So to start off, I am going into the RTA Media Production program at Ryerson University. Now, if you don't know what RTA is, it stands for Radio Television Arts. It's this kind of like school of media that Ryerson has, and they have several different programs under it, and media production is one of them. So the reason that I chose media production is that it covers like all different aspects of media. There's like producing, editing, writing, so many different aspects of media, and personally, like, I've always been fascinated with kind of like the media, entertainment world, but I didn't have just one thing that I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to do everything, and going into this program, I'm like a very indecisive person, so having like different choices and being able to like really have time to explore and see what I want is like perfect for someone like me. While I ultimately decided on the RTA program, it wasn't that clear-cut for me in the beginning. I went through so many different stages of what I wanted to do throughout high school. Oh my gosh. So growing up, like in my community and at my school, like the STEM fields were really heavily pushed. Everyone's like, if you don't do something in the STEM fields, you're not going to be successful. And that was great in the beginning, but then I quickly realized that I don't really like the STEM fields, and other people who do, like, that's awesome, but it wasn't really right for me. So of course, like, feeling that outside kind of pressure kind of made me feel a little bit down, but then I thought, okay, I'll find something else that is practical. So then I thought about maybe being a lawyer or going into business and all these other things that I felt were really practical. Now on the side, I was very much into like media and the arts, like I said, but I didn't really think that could be something that you could do as like a job or a career, because it wasn't really something that anyone in my community talked about. So I kind of felt very conflicted throughout that. In the end, I realized that, you know what, if I'm going to study something and put 4 years or more of dedication into something and then do something as a career, I can't just do it for other people, no matter what they say, or do something that's stable, because like for me, my mental health and like well-being comes first, and I wanted to choose a program that I would really love, and thankfully I came upon RTA really last minute, but it all worked out in the end, and I'm so thankful. Now, while things are going well for me, it might not be the same for everyone else. I know that a lot of people went through kind of the same pressure that I went through, whether it was from their family members or like their teachers, feeling like they have to do a certain thing, you have to be a doctor, you have to do this. And people actually ended up choosing their programs based on that, at least at my school. And right now, they might be feeling kind of confused, or you might be feeling confused about whether or not it's right for you. And even if you did choose a program that you like, you might be having second thoughts. While I love, love, love RTA, sometimes I just think about whether or not I will find a job after this, or if other people are right and it's not practical. So I just kind of have a couple of tips on what to do if you're kind of in this situation feeling very lost. First off, think about what you want to do. Just forget about what decision you're going to make. Think about what you want to do with your life, what you can envision yourself doing. Do you envision yourself becoming a musician? Do you envision yourself becoming a doctor? So kind of hold on to that image. Second step, think about whether or not that is practical. So that's where everything kind of comes back into play. Like, what will your family members think? Even though we shouldn't base what we want to do on other people's opinions, unfortunately that's the reality for a lot of us. Like, we have to do that, especially for those of us who come from families that aren't as well off or stuff like that. You have to think about your future. So think about whether or not it's practical for you and what you can see yourself doing after your program if you're studying. Third off, figure out a way to kind of combine the two. See if you can come to a compromise. If you really, really, really love music, but you also really like medicine, and that's what your family is kind of pushing for, see if maybe you can do like a minor in music or something like that. Now, I know that it's already summer and people have already chosen their programs or the courses that they're going to take, so my final piece of advice would be just stick it out. Feel it through and see how things are going. Take your classes, go through it, and see if you really like them. For those of you who might not be feeling your program right now, just take a couple classes and see if that will change. And if you like it, then that's great. You'll be able to continue on. And if you don't, I feel like it's better to figure that out now than later on in the road. There's so much pressure on us to choose what we want to do for the rest of our lives right now, but honestly, it's better to like try something and figure out whether or not you want it right now than later on in the road be stuck doing something that you don't want to do, right? I think for all of us who are feeling really nervous, we just need to remember that we're all kind of going through the same thing. All of us are anxious. It doesn't matter if we're very in love with our certain program, we're still all kind of feeling that bundle of nerves. We don't know what we're doing with our lives, and that's normal, honestly. It's very normal at this age, at any age really. Hopefully that kind of helped. I know that I ramble on a lot, but yeah, I just really hope that people kind of enjoy their classes and enjoy their programs, and if not, figure out a way to kind of do something that they want to do later on. I'm so thankful to be attending RTA, like I said, and I'm so thankful to be attending Ryerson. Such a great institution, and I'm so excited just to be pursuing my education. So I wish you all the best, and yeah, that was kind of like my story. If you want to share your story, especially if you're going to Ryerson, use the hashtag #RoadToRyerson and tell us about what program you're going into, what you want to do, and just tell us about yourself. Bye everyone, I hope this helped, even just a little bit, or that you can relate, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. I'm so pumped for school, guys. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm betraying myself. Like, how can I be so excited to go back to school? I just am. I just am. Wow, if you asked me this a year ago, I would not have thought I'd be in this position. But yeah, bye!